So this is my Rochdale first Carlisle match preview for next weekend's games and national league predictions for the midweek games and next weekend's games as well. So our next game is away at Rochdale. Obviously, the first meeting ended 2-0 to Rochdale at Brunton Park, where Mark Hughes set up and so negative, didn't they? Inviting pressure won. And obviously Rochdale is between them. It's between Rochdale and York now for the national league title. Rochdale got the advantage in terms of the 3 games in hand, but they're not guaranteed wins. Let's be real. I still think York will win it personally. I just feel them games in hand for Rochdale I don't be a massive problem for me. I don't be a massive problem, especially when you're going to be paying crits to set them for like the 3 weeks, fitting them games in hand as well. But don't get me wrong, Rochdale deserve to be top 2. Very good defensively. Definitely the best defensive team in the league. Definitely the best defensive team in the league. And the good defensively, good attacking wise as well. Got very good midfield. Very good midfield as well. I fucking love East. East is a baller as well. And obviously the options are got up front. There is up front. The experience in Henderson, Devante Wadney. Devante Wadney's always caused Carlisle problems as well. He's always caused Carlisle problems. And as for us though, we're coming into it. We are coming into it though with good confidence after that win against Altrincham. And I think it'll be the same line-up that played against Altrincham personally. No need to change it. Unless Chris Cloncarr is back from injury, then put Cloncarr back in that number 10 role. And for me, I just think I just don't know what Carlisle's going to turn up. It wouldn't shock me if Carlisle turned up and overturned Rochdale and did a job and beat Rochdale, but I just don't see it. Against these better teams, we do get found out, to be honest with you, against these better teams. But who knows? You just never know, do you? I don't think we're in the race now for the National League title, so it will need to be playoffs for us to try and get back into EFL. Would I take a point? Yeah, I would. I would take a point because we're not going to win it anyways. We're not going to win the National League anyways. But we're out of it, so I'll take a point. Away at Rochdale. While Rochdale, they need to win every game. Same with York, to try match each other's results ahead of that potential blockbuster on the final day between Rochdale and York, who will meet each other on the final day. Imagine that as a decider. Imagine. So Jim McNulty's done a great job. At Rochdale. Obviously pressure's done beyond now because there's an expectation that Rochdale they are the ones who expect to go up with York to the EFL at this current stage due to our inconsistency as well. So, but yeah, I think it'll be the same lineup, and yes, on to the predictions. So starting off then with the midweek games, I think Alton and Morecambe will play out on 1-1 draw. I'm happy for Morecambe getting rid of that curious mindset. Absolutely curious, with all due respect. And I never thought Morecambe would get rid of the mindset because he had the same religious beliefs as the owners. So I thought that was a guaranteed job safety, to be honest with you. But fair play to Morecambe. And just hope they get a right replacement in and get out that way this and so on. Forest Green versus Woking. I think Forest Green are now dropping away now. Forest Green starting to drop away now. And I think I actually think Woking are no muds. You saw what they did to us at Brunton Park. So I think they will beat Forest Green. I think they'll beat Forest Green 2-1. Rochdale versus Bournemouth. Like I said earlier, with the games in hand, they're not guaranteed wins. That's a tough game for Rochdale though. Tough game. I don't think Rochdale will use, because it's far too good defensively to use that game. But Bournemouth will give them a test and end up for a 1-1 draw. Aldershot versus Halifax Town. Aldershot's done those before now under John Coleman, so I think Aldershot will get a 2-1 win. Altonham to get a hard fought 1-0 win over Yeovil. The Polhurst impact of Boston United to continue with a 2-0 win over Sutton United. Pracky versus Solihull Moors. I think that'll be a 1-1 draw. I just think Solihull Moors will. I think they may find it hard to break Pracky down. Might be one. Gateshead versus Braintree Town. I actually think Gateshead for me. I do think Gateshead for me are probably the first team you'd probably say, yeah, it's looking peaked. It is looking peaked for them. Even under Rob Ayer, obviously Rob Ayer's now back at the club in charge. With the way he plays, with his style, they always are done concede. And Anadolu Braintree to win 2-1 at Gateshead, which would be a big disappointer. Morecambe versus Truro City. I don't know who's done with Morecambe Manchester, so I'm going for a 0-0 draw in that one. I personally think we'll use 1-0 away at Rochdale. I think Rochdale will pick up a hard fought 1-0 win, and I think they will offensive break us down. I think it'll be that sort of game where it won't be a great watch, but I think Rochdale will offensive break us down with their quality. Scunthorpe United versus Southend, that's another very good game, isn't it? I think there'll be goals. I'm done for a 2-2 draw. Tamworth versus Hartlepool, done for a 1-1 draw in that one. Woking versus Boreham Wood, I'm done for a 2-2 draw. It's Lutton Peak for Forest Green as they go away to York. I think York will do a job. In Forest Green. Forest Green not done enough defensively, which is why that's what's costing Forest Green. Forest Green are not done enough defensively, and they are quite lacking in the attacking third as well. As most they are a hard working team. I think York will absolutely. I think they'll pummel. I think they'll pummel Forest Green. I think they'll win 4-1. And EC versus Woolstone, I think there'll be goals in that game, and I'll go for a 2-2 draw. So that's my mass preview for Rochdale versus Carlisle next weekend, and my last minute predictions for the midweek games and next weekend's games as well. Feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments, and hopefully we can get something from this game away at Rochdale, and ideally a win over Rochdale. If we can beat Rochdale, we're back in it. We should say we're back in it then. So, but yeah, feel free to leave your thoughts down below and come on the pubes.